talking the LEGO Ideas Jazz Quartet today. Is it worth your hard-earned $100? So the details on the set, it's 1,606 total pieces. This is definitely going to fall into the 18 plus category. This set does not have any play features. This is definitely going to be a display piece for those older adult LEGO fans. You're not getting any minifigures with this set, so it's strictly just the build and the brick-built characters that you're getting in the set itself. Now, 1,606 pieces, I'd say, is a pretty decent piece count. It's not a huge set, but it's also not a small set. For $100, I feel like the value is pretty good there. Real quick, if you're enjoying this review, drop me one of these. I would really appreciate it. What did I think about the build process? Now, when this set first came out, I wasn't really sure what to think of it. I liked the look of the instruments, but the characters, the figures, the brick-built figures are what kind of threw me off. I wasn't really sure what to think of how they looked and if they actually looked good or not. Getting into the build side of this and going through the build process of these characters, I've actually gained much more appreciation for the unique building characteristics of these brick-built figures and how they actually look on the display. They really did a unique job of building out the hair and the faces and the body on these, and even though they look kind of different, I actually really like it. It's actually really started to grow on me. So as far as the building process, the nice thing is there's 4 separate sections here. So you've got your trumpeter, which I believe is the first one that I built. And then you have your piano player with her grand piano, and you have your drummer with his drum set. Now, each 4 sections here will get built separately. There's a different manual for each separate section, and I believe a different manual for the base sections as well. The nice thing about that, and LEGO's been getting more into this, is the collaborative building with friends, building with family. So you can give each person that's building with you a manual, and they can build kind of their own section of the build, and then you can put it all together. So it's kind of adding another fun element to the LEGO building process. It doesn't get old. Each instrument and each brick-built figure is unique. There's not a lot of monotony in the building process. So I actually really enjoyed the building process on all of this because you're going from section to section. These are not huge build sections, so it doesn't take overly long to get through them, but they're fun. And they're, like I said, the facial features, the instruments themselves are really unique in the way they put them together. So the build process, I would say, was really great. Now, as far as the display piece, again, you're not going to be playing with this. This is definitely an 18 plus set. I think this is a really nice display piece. I think it just has a classy look to it. It's the music element, but it doesn't really have the fantasy look. It doesn't really have the kid Lego brick look. It's just a classy Lego display piece, and I think it'll display well in anybody's home, especially if you're a music fan or you play some type of an instrument. This is probably a set that you're going to want to get your hands on. Now, just so you know, it doesn't look like this is going to retire at the end of the year. This set's pretty widely available. You can pretty much get it in your Walmarts, your Targets, obviously Lego.com, but it's not supposed to retire this year. Most likely it'll retire next year. So you still have some time to get your hands on this. I wouldn't be surprised if you can get your hands on this for in the $60 to $80 range as time moves on. I could see some of the bigger retailers probably discounting this set. So look out for those deals if you are thinking about picking up this one. Overall, I would say it is worth $100 if that's what you end up spending on it. But if you can find it on a discount, do that. Now, if I were to give you a rating on this, the display side of this set was great. The build process on this was a lot of fun. There's no minifigures. It's not a huge set. There's nothing really overly collectible about it, so there are some drawbacks to it, but I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. So the answer is yes, grab the set.